What's up, YouTube? Just working on the Trans Am. It's not been a lot of videos about the car lately. I haven't been doing much to it. It's pretty much been setting. I just got it out to drive it. Drove it the last 2 days. I'll probably drive it tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain, so I'll probably put it up. But yeah, so once I get this LS engine in this truck, I'll concentrate more on this. Yeah, what I'm doing right now is I just noticed there's a bunch of dirt I need to wipe out of that seam. Was it dust? What I'm doing right now is taking some silicone lubricant, some gunk, heavy duty. Just silicone lubricant, about out of it. I need to get some more. But going over all the door seals, T-top seals, just freshening them up. And they were kind of deteriorating. They're getting the rag pretty dirty. But yeah, I did the passenger side T-top, and I just got done doing the driver's side around the top in these areas here. And I haven't done the trunk lid, or the deck lid, I guess, the trunk. But yeah, I haven't got all the stuff to do my diff change yet. I need to get some, or not, don't need to get some, I need to get a seal. I took this out of my old Z28 donor engine car, and for it in here, it's not exactly square. I was hoping it'd lay flat, but maybe it'll come back to shape in time, I don't know. But yeah, I haven't put my air filter on. That one's pretty good, it's clean. Got my energy suspension bushing kit there. As you guys can see, this is dirty. It definitely needs some work. So, but yeah, I haven't done much. Haven't had time. I think I'm just gonna get a rag joint delete, put it in the car, and later on down the road, I'll put a LS1 style rack and pinion in it. My plans for this car right now, like I said, 24X conversion. Definitely fuel pump with heavy duty harness. I'd like to do AN hose all the way down, put a Fuel Labs filter in it, and then go up and then do AN line up into the engine bay. That's pretty much it right now. I'm gonna start saving up some money. I gotta save up some money to do the 24X conversion anyway. Then I'm gonna save up some money and possibly get a Blueprint crate motor. LT1 crate motor, just a Corvette crate motor that makes 300 horse and like 330 foot-pounds. I don't need a lot of horsepower in this car. I mean, it's plenty quick as it is, being pretty much bone stock. But yeah, pretty much once I do the 24X conversion, if I buy a crate motor, it'll get headers, possibly Cook headers with the Cook dual exhaust. Of course, there's $2,500 almost, or a little over probably. I don't know. I haven't checked prices in a while, but worth exhaust components. I got to do some interior detailing, bad because there's dust and stuff everywhere. But yeah, I'd like to swap out the factory deck for a double din Pioneer unit. Of course, you guys know me. Do a Rockford 5-channel amplifier. Do a set of components, T1s maybe, up there, and then a set of components to do the tweeters back here blowing at the glass, and then the woofer back in the B-pillar there, and then do a 10 sub of my hidden closure down in there, and get rid of my 6-disc CD changer. I'm not going to cut any of the wiring. I want to be able to put all the factory stuff back in it. I am going to do a battery relocation to the trunk, and probably put my amplifier down there somewhere, or hide my amp down here where my T-tops go. I don't know, it all depends, or I have room. But yeah, I'm gonna do a battery relocation. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to do a lot of BMR suspension components. Probably going to get a tubular Panhard bar and what are they? Control arms? Or I don't know, whatever you want to call them. I'm drawing a blank right at the moment. It's been a long day. But yeah, I need to get that done and or get them ordered. That's not too horribly priced. I'd like to get that stuff bought and accumulate that stuff and sit on it for a little bit, and then have all that stuff ready to go when I do my fuel pump. So all I have to do is when I drop my rear end, I can pull all the stuff, roll the rear end out of the way a little bit, drop the tank, put the pump in, do all the pump wiring and stuff for the relay harness that the fuel pump I'm going to get has, and then put all that stuff in there, then put it back up underneath. I'd like to do a tubular torque arm. Yeah, just some suspension components. If I do buy a crate motor, I will probably spring for a tubular K member as well with tubular front control arms. Basically, I want to make the car handle like any new muscle car or any new sports car you can buy. I know it's not going to handle the best, and it's definitely never going to be a brand new car again, but I figured if I get it some new shocks and stuff and give it back with good components, I can make it handle good. I know these cars can handle well. So I want to give it a little love in the suspension department because it is a 96 with 135,000, I believe it is. Yeah, 135, yeah, 820, so almost 136,000 miles on this car. Can't remember how many miles this car had on it when I bought it, but finally got all matching lug nuts. Looks good. I'd like to do Wilwood brakes on this car. And 373 posi. It's got a 342 limited slip in it right now. I'd like to do a 373, like I said, with a limited slip. Maybe 410s, I don't know. 410s are a little high for me, but I don't know. I've had a lot of guys that had 410s and they love them, so. But you know. Definitely going to get my steering wheel here before too long. That might happen before anything because I'm sick of having the Pontiac Montana van steering wheel in this car. Yeah, I worked on it a little bit too tonight. I took out the cluster, pulled the cluster out, scratched it a little bit. Don't pay attention to that. That was an accident. But yeah, I scratched the plastic lens a little bit. But I think I'm going to go to an ID7 cluster with the digital display if the wiring is the same. I have to do some looking, but if it's not, I'll buy another cluster and replace the lens that I scratched. But yeah, it's been a long time since I pulled a cluster out of the Trans Am, so, or Camaro for that matter, with this style of cluster. But yeah, it's not that difficult. I'm probably going to buy the lock tool for the steering column. When I do it, pop the lock out and tighten up these screws because I do got a little bit of play in the steering column. Pull them out and put some red Loctite on them so they don't ever come out again, hopefully. But yeah, like I said, I'd like to do a nice stereo in it so it sounds good, sound dead in the whole car, get rid of some of the road noise because these cars are really prone to it. And I've not had the carpet up in this car. I'm really anxious to see how the floors are because this car kind of rests on that point. If the floors are shot, like if I could poke holes in it, it's gonna get cleaned up a little bit, patched up, put on Craigslist because I'm not gonna deal with that for the age of the car. I wouldn't even do that for the LS car. I'll just let it go down the road. But from what the underside looks like, and it looks like it's been treated quite well. The dash is pretty solid, cracked in 2 spots, and I guess that center piece is broke. I think it's been garage kept most of its life. And the way the paint looks, it looks pretty good. I need to get a touch-up here because it's chipped, but just some chips here and there. I'd like to have it ceramic coated too, but I don't really want to tackle that myself. I've seen a lot of people do it, but I don't really want to tackle that myself. I'd rather have something so what they're doing, do it. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue cleaning up these and treating these seals, so I can get out of here. I think it's almost 7 o'clock, so get home and relax a little bit. But yeah, might as well tell you what steering wheel I'm going with. I'm going to go with a Grant Challenger with the chrome spoke center with the Pontiac diamond in the middle for the horn button. I like the way that looks with the cluster. Seen it on a few cars before. And I think the chrome will accent the wheels just enough, and it will kind of tie the interior together with the outside of the car a little bit. And I've been thinking about a Hurst short throw shifter with the chrome handle with the white pool ball for the white knob. But it ain't big enough to be a pool knob, but or pool ball. But I don't know. I think, what is it, MGM? Shifters. I can't remember the name of it, but that one. I drove a car with that, and I love that shifter. The centering spring on that thing's ridiculous, and it's such a short throw. You can shift right through the gears that really fast. This is a little bit longer of a throw than I want. I like the way this car shifts, and I love that Hurst shifter, or that Hurst shift knob. But yeah, with the MGM, I can retain the shift knob. But I don't know. Maybe the little extra chrome will give it something. I'd like to get a set of, not the ET headrest seats, just a regular set of TA seats, or even a Firebird seat, just a regular bird seat that I can reupholster. And yeah, first of all, these seats are shot. It's got the wear mark, of course, and I don't want to go to the time to reupholster these seats. They're just, I don't like the way they look. I thought about getting some Pro Car Rallies, but I kind of prefer both the front and rear seat to match, and I don't want to just buy a rear seat, or I don't want to buy a upholstery kit just to do the rear seat and have the front rallies, but I'll probably just do it in black. It's graphite gray, I believe, right now. It's not ebony black. I don't think, unless you guys think that's ebony black, but let me know. I think it's graphite gray. I'm pretty sure the interior of this car is graphite. I need to get a headliner, and like I said, it's sagging. Well, I guess I didn't say it. I guess I said in the previous video, but it's sagging. It needs replaced. I'm gonna get my T-top shades, just because when they tinted the windows, they didn't tint the T-tops, and the T-tops are lighter than the windows, and it irritates me. So. And I've had enough T-top cars that they to me don't do anything to me for me anymore. I just don't get much enjoyment out of it. Occasionally I'll take them off and enjoy driving, but with this headliner the way it is, no, I'm not doing that right now. So I will if I get that fixed, maybe. But yeah, so I talked plenty enough with a little update about the car. So I want to get this done so I can go home, enjoy driving a little bit. So we'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's going to be some more LS content. I guess I can give you a quick little sneak preview. Well, sneak peek, I guess. Take that all off there. It's orange, and it's pretty much assembled. So, yeah. I gotta get a power steering pump. That one leaked, so I'm gonna get a new one, a reman one or something. But yeah, water pump's on, headers are on, intake's on, throttle body's on, all that stuff. So yeah, gotta get the pickup, gotta pull the motor out, gotta get motor mounts. I'm going to look at a set of 3/4 ton axles this weekend, so hopefully I have a set of 3/4 ton axles for it. But yeah, I don't know how much video of this is gonna happen, because I'm gonna have to do this in a relatively quick manner. Have that engine in, and either have the truck movable or running in a relatively quick manner. So I don't know if I'm going to get to shoot any content of putting the motor in. I might shoot some photos and do some commentary, but I was hoping to be able to do this in a little bit of slower manner. But me not having a shop and having to borrow people's tends to make me have to do things a little quicker than I like to do it. I like to take my time on stuff like this, but I did buy new spark plug wires. They weren't long enough. So yeah, I gotta order some longer spark plug wires. I'd like to get some 45-degree angle ones, because on this side this one's rubbing, that one's rubbing. Not cool. So, like I said, I'm not going to run this engine along with the plug wires on it anyway, so. Yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good night. So, I guess as you pan you back to what the video is about. So, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.